Tonight, workers in Peterborough are walking out for 48 hours. This report from Joel Mapp.
Donna McKean-Smith is one of the postal strike's silent victims. Just outside Peterborough, she runs one of thousands of small businesses in our region who depend on Royal Mail. If its workers don't clock in, she can't reach many of her customers, and she's beginning to lose patience.
We're a specialist craft shop who deals in small items, and it's Royal Mail's one of the cheaper options for us, and if it works correctly, the most efficient. But if it's going to be larger items, we do use a courier, and that is an option possibly going forward if this was to continue.
Steve Breeson runs a similar shop next door, selling minerals, crystals and jewellery. 60% of the business is mail order.
I think us as a company will lose financially because we'll upgrade people's orders for a better service or an alternative, which might be more expensive. But our customers, their parcels may be delayed, so it reflects badly on everyone, really.
And with the threat of an all-out national strike, businesses like these may turn away from Royal Mail altogether.
And the strike's not just happening in Peterborough. There'll be disruption in Huntingdon tomorrow morning. On Monday, deliveries in Kings Lynn, Ipswich, Bury St Edmunds and Thetford will be affected.
Now, in the past hour, it's been announced the train robber Ronnie Biggs is being released from his prison sentence on compassionate grounds. At the moment, he's in the Norwich and Norfolk University Hospital, where he's being treated for pneumonia. Let's get the very latest details now from our Home Affairs correspondent, Sally Chidzoy.
Well, Stuart, the great train robber Ronnie Biggs is free, but he's going nowhere. No pub for him to celebrate tonight. In reality, he's dying in a hospital bed at the Norfolk and Norwich Hospital. The Justice Secretary, Mr Straw, knows he's at death's door. For over 30 years, Mr Biggs remained on the run in Brazil and Australia after the robbery in '63, but came back to this country only a few years ago for medical treatment, ironically, when he was promptly arrested, and a debate has been raging ever since about whether he should be released or not. This is being described, as you say, as a compassionate release. But Mr Biggs is probably unaware of that as he lies in his hospital bed. The 79-year-old prisoner was only last month refused parole by Mr Straw on the grounds that he was wholly unrepentant about his crimes. Now that change of heart, and in his statement, Mr Straw said a few minutes ago, the medical evidence clearly shows that Mr Biggs is very ill and that his condition is deteriorating, culminating in his readmission to hospital, and that his condition is not expected to improve. Now, Mr Biggs, he can't talk, he can't swallow, he can't walk, because he's now declared free. Those 3 prison guards that have been surrounding his bed in the hospital will slowly walk away, and Mr Biggs will only now be seen by members of his family and medical staff.
And of course you spoke to his son last week when Ronnie Biggs was taken into hospital.
Yes, very close to tears, very angry, saying that Mr Straw was being inhumane and that he should reconsider his decision, which has now happened. And a short time ago he said he was delighted by the news. He hoped his father would survive long enough to see his 80th birthday on Saturday.
Sally, thank you very much.
Coming up later in the programme.